Every pixel, every interaction, every second you spend on TikTok is logged, documented, and analyzed by an engineer who went to Stanford or MIT. And all this information is stored in data centers the size of football fields. This data is then used by powerful ranking and recommendation systems to show you content to keep you engaged on the app for as long as possible. These systems are known as the almighty algorithm, and multi-trillion-dollar businesses have been built on the backs of this technology. This technology has gotten so powerful that Target, which is not even a tech company, can predict whether a woman is pregnant based on the type of lotion she buys. And the system has gotten so good that it can send coupons and recommend products based on the stage of pregnancy that the woman is in. TikTok's algorithm is magnitudes more complex and has access to far more sensitive data than Target. I can't emphasize this enough. The amount of influence TikTok has on millions of young Americans is understated. If Target can figure out if someone is pregnant based on the type of lotion they're buying, can you imagine the type of damage China could do with TikTok? My name is Raf, and this is Failure in Future. The TikTok algorithm works in 2 steps. First, you set a goal for the algorithm. Basically, you're telling it what outcome you want it to optimize for. On TikTok, the most significant metric is watch time, which makes sense because the more time you spend on the app, the more ads it can serve you, which translates to more revenue for the company. The second step is to identify levers that actually increase watch time. Using all the data that TikTok has, an army of engineers is constantly running experiments to determine if a pixel change, a content type, or a new feature increases watch time. For example, an engineer might discover that a video that has few likes but a lot of comments are divisive, and that causes a lot of negative interaction on the app, which reduces total watch time. So the engineer will test this theory, and for a small set of users, he will tell the algorithm not to recommend this type of content anymore. If watch time does actually increase with this change, then this change is rolled out to all users on TikTok. If it doesn't increase watch time, then the engineer moves on to the next idea. Multiply this process by 10,000 engineers constantly running experiments every single day, and it's no wonder that the app is so addictive. Now, this is where things get dicey. So TikTok just released its shopping experience as part of its overall monetization strategy. TikTok decides to change its goal metric from watch time to total sales and revenue from the shopping experience. The army of engineers now optimize the algorithm to show the best videos that get people to buy products from TikTok. The videos that get the most sales are the ones that get the most views on the app. Total watch time goes down, but TikTok's okay with that because the app is becoming more profitable. This is the power that TikTok has. And it's a lot scarier than the American social media companies because users have some input on the creators that they follow. On TikTok, the algorithm decides exactly what you're going to be watching to accomplish whatever goal that the company has set. Now, because of the way China operates with Chinese businesses, it can demand whatever it wants from TikTok's parent company, ByteDance. China has a law that states that any organization or person shall cooperate in any national intelligence work. Let's say there's a presidential election coming up in the US, and there's a candidate, John Smith, who wants to make life extra tough for China, and he's doing really well in the polls. TikTok manipulates its algorithm so that it recommends content that smears the candidate and represses any content that would help John Smith. TikTok is also known to manually heat up videos where content from a particular creator gets disproportionately more views than it would normally have received from the algorithm. Let's say TikTok is trying to get a major influencer like Beyonce on the platform. To prove to her team that TikTok is worth investing in, TikTok will artificially boost all of her videos in hopes of convincing her to continue to create content for the platform. Imagine what types of narratives and rhetorics TikTok can manually push with this heating technology. And TikTok has already demonstrated that it's not above using its platform to influence Americans to advocate for the company. They sent out a push notification to 170 million Americans, urging them to contact the representatives regarding the ban. The phone lines on Capitol Hill were immediately getting clogged, where children as young as 9 years old were calling their congressman, begging them not to ban the app. In one case, one person even threatened self-harm to get the government to stop the ban. The influence TikTok has is very real and very dangerous in the hands of an adversary like China. The last thing we need is another tool to drive divisiveness, unrest, in chaos in the United States. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to follow along how things play out with the TikTok ban. My name is Raf, and this is Failure in Future. I'll see you in the next one.